see the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's hunt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First down for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Excellent field position here for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Johns. Getting some heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field.
Got a lot of running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Grab behind the line. It's Barnes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The inside handoff. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He got it. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Johns. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Shields. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Dobbs. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. Bill, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Quarterback will audible. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dobbs. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the big tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Jet sweep to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Back to throw, it's Dobbs. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. The Seminoles in the hurry up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
That's reeled in. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get a... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Johns. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Compton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. He'll throw on third down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pierre. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Dobbs. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Touchdown, no! How about that D coming up with a play like that? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Hawaii dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Shields. Off he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route? He runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden, he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Got it in the middle. It's Compton. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Noles headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Johns. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Compton. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fair catch called for and made. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Dobbs. He's going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cardinals have taken it inside the 20. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit again, and we know how that's gone today. That is no good. And that mountain is still 20 points high.
It has been an absolute nightmare and a game to forget for this kicker. That is now his 4th missed field goal in this game. And if they lose, you know everybody's going to be pointing the finger at him.
Comes out throwing on first down. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. he'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Johns. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Tosses it incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Johns. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end, scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Headed back out on the field. To the air, it's Dobbs. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made...
And that is is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, no! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense...
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Firing to the right, complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Seminoles are on the move. Looking to pass. It's Johns. Fires to the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do. And he's
going for it all. Snags it on the right. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Johns. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a catch at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Johns. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. The official says no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat.